What is going on, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? It is Friday again. I tell you, these Fridays keep coming up out of nowhere. Hope everyone had a happy and safe 4th of July weekend, or well, I guess 4th of July. Now is the weekend. If you're ever here in the States, if not, then just hope you had a great week as is. It's been a busy week. Late start today. I like to get started usually about 10 or 15 minutes early to go through last week's top items, but that just didn't happen. I ended up having to work a little bit late today, so here I am. Came in, got a shower, and got less than a minute left. I'm going to do like I've been doing lately. I'm going to hit the terminal, base of operations, hit Camp Clinton, then I'm going to go jump over to the DZ, go through all the DZ checkpoints, and then I'll round it out with the safe houses. I'm going to keep these kind of quick compared to older ones. So we're about to get this thing started. Let me answer this phone call, and I'm going to get this thing pulled up, y'all.
Best gear in the city. Check it out.
Alright, so let's see what we got. Alright, so all the 256 gear score item blueprints I must already own. If somebody's on and you see any on there that are not, well, of course there's going to be none on my screen, but if you wouldn't mind, put them in the chat. That way everybody can see. I do like to go through and check some of the 229, 204s out. We got the tactical MK16 blueprint right here. These are really nice to craft some. If you're running like a really like an all skill build or something like that and you can't reach talents on weapons, you can craft the lower gear score ones and it's easier to reach them. Do I have this on my character? No. Okay, on some of my other character, yeah, I got one right here. This right here is gear score 89. It's one of the blueprints you get early in the game. I use it for cool headed. It's really nice to have, so don't pass on them low tier ones. Alright, let's get it started here with special equipment vendor. This week we got the Cassidy. It's got 320.5 stagger with the talents of brutal, talented, and of course boomstick. Got Liberator assault rifle with 20% enemy armor damage and the talents of competent, skilled, and determined. The Centurion this week has determined in the bottom slot, and the Historian's got a 162 headshot damage with the talents of brutal and harmful. The Pecan this week has 19% damaged to targets out of cover with the talents of capable and talented. Got a custom PF45 pistol with expert and trained. Burstfire MP5A4 submachine gun with 22% critical hit chance, and the talents are vicious, talented, and unforgiving. Got the military S858 assault rifle, 21% enemy armor damage. This gun hits extremely hard. It's a little tricky. It's a 3-round burst, but if you get used to it, it is a very powerful gun. Talents aren't that great though, with commanding, intense, and destructive. Got a military M870 shotgun with 337 stagger with the talents of predatory, vicious, and brutal. Got the M700 tactical marksman rifle with 169 headshot damage and the talents of brutal, proficient, and elevated. Got an infantry MG5 light machine gun with 22% damage to targets out of cover with the talents of adept, prepared, and meticulous. We've got a rehabilitated mask with 937 armor. It's got a 1230 electronics roll. Major attribute is 4% health on kill, and the minor is 9% damage to elites. Got a vigorous chest piece here with 1889 armor, 1231 firearms roll to it. Its major attribute is 16,117 health, 4% health on kill, and the minor is 49% ammo capacity. Got an inventive backpack with 1300 armor. It's got a low 1122 electronics roll to it. Major attribute is 15% stability, and the minor is 15 disrupt resistance. Got a pair of prosperous knee pads. Armor 1562 with 1148 firearms roll. The major attribute is 13,139 skill power. Minor attributes are 30% bleed, 30% disorient resist, and 12% damage to elites. Got a sturdy holster here with 989 armor. It's got low stamina and electronics rolls on it with 1222 firearms, and the major attribute is 7% skill haste. Got a pair of Savage gloves here, 872 real low on the armor with a 1223 stamina roll. Major attribute is 10% marksman rifle damage, 4% health on kill, and 14% critical hit damage. Here we got a very nice 265 stamina mod with 2.5% exotic damage resilience. These aren't as popular as they once were, but still a very nice one. I'm going to write this down here, 265 stamina. 5 EDR. Alright, we got a 1.5 pulse critical hit damage mod. I used to love to run these with the Predator's Mark. 2% is the max. They are still nice to have, but if you're not running Pred, the better ones really to run right now would be the 2% pulse critical hit chance, since they kind of nerfed Predator with the immunity station. Alright, we got a high velocity magazine with 6.5 critical hit chance, 4% critical hit damage, and a 4.9 rate of fire. We got the Osprey 45 suppressor with 16% accuracy, 5% optimal range, and 2.5 critical hit chance, with the minor attribute being 43% reduced threat. We got a hand stop foliage green with 26.5 reload speed, 4.5 optimal range, and 2% accuracy. And the small RDS scope with 13.5 stability, 4% critical hit damage, and 5.5 headshot damage. And then if you got a ton of Phoenix credits to just piss away, you can always buy your classified caches with 2,500 Phoenix credits. Guarantees you one classified gear set. So there's a total of 14 sets, 6 on each one. So you have a 1 in 84 chance of getting that one piece you need. You can always buy the green gear set sealed caches. And I bought 10 of them, and I got 2 classifieds out of it. My buddy bought 10, he got 3. So 30%, 20%, we'll just round it off and just say we had a 25% classified bonus drop rate on it. So you can always pick some of them up. I'm going to go check the advanced weapons vendors in the base, and then jump up to Camp Clinton real quick. Alright, we got the first wave PF-45 pistol with expert and capable. Got the Vector 45 ACP submachine gun with 22.5 critical hit chance. And the talents are fierce, dominant, and unforgiving. Got the tactical ACR assault rifle with 22% enemy armor damage, with the talents are prepared, responsive, and determined. Got a Marine Super 90 shotgun with 303.5 stagger, with the talents of vicious, accurate, and trained. Got the Hunting M44 marksman rifle with 158 headshot damage. Talents are disciplined, talented, and cool-headed. Lastly, the classic RPK 74 light machine gun with 19% damage to targets out of cover, with the talents of vicious, meticulous, and brutal. Got a heavy spring magazine with 4.5 reload, 11% magazine size, and 9.3 rate of fire. Osprey 45 suppressor with 16% accuracy, 6% headshot damage, and 3% critical hit chance, and it has 50% reduced threat to it. You got the PEQ-15 laser with 15.5 accuracy, 4.5 reload, 2.5 stability. And lastly, we got the improved iron sights with 13.5 stability, 4.5 optimal range, and 5.5 headshot damage. I'm sure y'all can tell my sinuses are driving me crazy, and so I'm feeling it. Head's a little stuffy and throat's a little scratchy. Alright, Dark Zone Bender in the base of operations. We got a tactical M249 para light machine gun. 20% damage to targets out of cover, with the talents of meticulous, brutal, and swift. Swift is always nice to have on an LMG with the long reload speed. And meticulous is just, if you're not running a Lone Star, like I am right now, meticulous to me is one of the best talents to have on LMG. Especially like the big Alejandro, things like that. It's really nice to be able to instantly have it reloaded. Alright, we got Forceful chest piece here with 1778 armor with a 1265 firearms roll. Major attributes are 6% enemy armor damage, 4% all resist, and the minor's 46% ammo capacity. Here we got a low 230 stamina mod with 1% critical hit chance. And we got the Pro Red Dot Sight Tan. These are the ones that are not as good, with 6% headshot damage, 4% critical hit damage, and 3% critical hit chance. You can always buy your consumable caches here for the Dark Zone keys, or if you have a level 29 character, drop down to level 29, and instead of paying 25,000 DZ credits for one of these caches, they're only at 1,009, and yes, all characters share all items. Alright. See what the weapons vendor has this week. And we've got ourselves a surplus SVD marksman rifle with a very nice 169 headshot damage, with the talents of balanced, determined, and disciplined. And then we have a high velocity magazine with 7.5 critical hit chance, 4.5 reload speed, and 11% magazine size. The gear vendor this week has a sturdy holster here, 982 armor. It's got a low firearms and electronics roll with a 1232 stamina roll. Major attribute is 6% skill haste. And our first damage to elite mods of the week is here at the base of operations. We got a 183 electronics mod with 3% damage to elites. and a low 244 firearms mod with 4% signature ability resource gain. So let me write this one down here. Base of operations. Yeah. 3 electronics, 3% DTE. Alright, if you, during June 11th to the 18th, if you ended up getting the Ubisoft app on your phone and you went to go get this patch right here, it was only available for a short period of time. It was supposed to become available on June 22nd, I think, but there was like a glitch where it wouldn't show up. They just fixed it last week, and I got mine. Now, I've had some of my friends that went to get theirs, and you get it from right here from the vendor. The rewards claim, it'll be down at the very bottom of the redeem. Some of the people had got it and they didn't have it, and they literally had to log out and log back on like 3 different times. Went to the vendor and their patch was there. So if you did the patch and it said that you got the reward and you have not received it, just keep checking that vendor. It will be there. Like I said, it took a few times, but we got it. This patch, if you did get it, you'll get it here in the Division 1. You'll also get it when the Division 2 comes out. If you own Rainbow Six Siege, you'll get something with that. And then when Assassin's Creed Odyssey comes out, you'll also get something having to do with that game as well. Alright, let's go jump up to... Are you kidding me? It's locked? That's about right. Alright, I just jump up to the Dark Zone real quick then. I guess that's why I usually do it with my main character instead of this character. Whatever. I've been saving survival caches up during the global event, and so right now most of my characters are sitting at capacity, and so I'm having to get on other characters. I'm a survival junkie, y'all. Alright. We got a very low 229 stamina mode. Oh, by the way, I will hit Camp Clinton. I'm just going to wait. As soon as I see a friend over there, I'm going to fast travel to them. What I'll probably have to do is join their group or something like that. I don't know, I'll go there in a little bit. I'll make it happen now. I'll make it happen. Alright, we got a low 229 stamina mod with 3% skill haste and a 3.5 sticky bomb damage mod up here at the East 64th Street DZ vendor. Let's go check out East 61st Street. Alright, we got an extended mag here. This one would be really nice with the sniper rifle or any SMG. 118 magazine size, 4% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance. Got the Tyrant Suppressor, 7% critical hit chance, 4% critical hit damage, and 2.5 stability. Got an angled grip with 13% stability, 2% accuracy, and 4.5 reload speed. And lastly, we got the holographic sight with 24.5% optimal range, 3% critical hit chance, and 4% critical hit damage. What is going on, Justin? Really the only 2 things so far. I just got it started, but special equipments vendor in the terminal has a 265 stamina mod with 2.5% exotic damage resilience, and then inside your base of operations, the gear vendor has a 183 electronics mod with 3% damage to elites. Alright, East 58th, we have got a rejuvenated mask with 997 armor. It's got 1180 stamina roll with it, with a 4% critical hit chance as a major attribute, and 16% blind def as the minor. Yeah, I hate you. Alright, we got a robust chest piece, 1917 armor, with 1127 electronics. It's got 15,012 health as a major attribute, 9% skill haste, and the minor attribute is 26% increased kill XP. We got a resourceful backpack with 1296 armor, 1175 stamina. It's got 12,610 health, and the minor attribute is 16% burn resist. Got a pair of accomplished knee pads, 1633 armor with 1194 stamina roll. Major attribute is 8% critical hit damage. The minor is 46% increased kill XP, 14% damage to elites, and 29% shock resist. Got a steadfast holster, 944 armor. It's got really low rolls across the board, with the major attribute being 20% reload speed. And lastly, we got a pair of cunning gloves with 911 armor, 1141 firearms roll. Major attributes are 4% health on kill, 14% critical hit damage, and 10% LMG damage. Right, go check out Park Ave and the weapons. Alright, starting it off, we got the Officer's M9A1 pistol with Expert and Ferocious. Get an MP7 submachine gun with 20% critical hit chance with the talents of Accurate, Unforgiving, and Hurried. Got the ACR Assault Rifle with 22% enemy armor damage and the talents of Focus, Capable, and Self-Preserve. Got the Tactical Super 90 SBS Shotgun with 324.5 stagger. Talents are Deadly, Predatory, and Talented. Surplus SVD with 156 headshot damage, and the talents are Meticulous, Ferocious, and Disciplined. Lastly, we got the custom L86A2 light machine gun with 19% damage targets out of cover, and the talents are Deadly, Adept, and Fierce. So as usual, nothing worth a damn. Let's go check out Boy, I damn sure about joining them. East 53rd Street coming up. Alright, we've got the military RPK-74M light machine gun with 20% damage to targets out of cover, with the talents of Unforgiving, Competent, and Vicious. We've got a Relentless backpack with 1300 armor. It's got 1190 stamina roll. Major attribute is 8% critical hit damage, and the minor is 16% burn resist. And we got a very nice 266 stamina mob with 3263 skill power, and a heavy spring magazine with 2.5 critical hit chance, 4.5 reload speed, and 9.5 rate of fire. Let me write this one down right here because it's not too bad. East 53rd, 266 stam with 3263 skill power.
I'll be waiting when you're ready to deal.
I think Chris is like literally right out there right now. We were on the same map last night, so. Alright, East 46th Street. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is TSwandol, Tony, part of D-Tech Gaming Group. We pretty much specialize on helping people teach them how to build builds correctly, finish content they haven't done, whether it be legendaries, incursions, anything in the game that maybe you're a solo player and you've been having hell with matchmaking. Just hit us up. We'll be more than happy to help you complete the content. If there's gear you need, we do a Dark Zone farming stream where we'll farm the Dark Zone, any classified or exotic that we get. If you want it, we'll invite you, grenade ourselves, let you go rogue, whatever you want to do. Get the item, help you extract it, so that way you can get those pieces you need. And then survival. I love survival. I've become a survival junkie. If you've never done it before, it's like the One Piece content. Like me, it was One Piece content I could not finish. Once I finally did do it, I just became addicted to it. Like, I'm talking severely addicted to it. It's all I do now. I love it. But yeah, if you've never done it and you're on PS4, hit me up. I will teach you how to get through it the best way, where to get the best loot at, how to get to the Dark Zone, and then what to do when to get to the Dark Zone. I can clear landmarks by myself in the Dark Zone in under 1 minute. I can get in and get the 6 caches and get out very fast. So, alright, so enough rambling. Let's move on. We got a classic RPK 74 light machine gun, 21% damage to targets out of cover with the talents of Accurate, Commanding, and Ferocious. Got a pair of Savage Gloves here, 881 armor with 1172 stamina roll. Major attributes: 5.5 critical hit chance, 10% marksman rifle damage, and 7% skill haste. And we got a 5% pulse duration prototype performance mod, and a high velocity magazine with 6.5 critical hit chance, 11% magazine size, and a 4.6 rate of fire. What the fuck? Alright, I'll get up to something. My main character is literally maxed out, and so I just logged on to this one right here. Which I guess is why I always do it on my main character. Alright, jumping down here. We got an MP5 ST submachine gun with 21.5 critical hit chance with the talents of swift, talented, and responsive. We've got a pair of prosperous knee pads, 1656 armor with 1181 firearms roll. Major attribute is 12,045 skill power, and the minors are 33 shock, 33 bleed, and 13% damage to elites. We've got a very low 245 electronics mod with 3322 health, and an angle grip with 12% stability, 2% accuracy, and 4.5 reload speed. I'll jump on my other character here in a minute and go ahead and knock them out. Again, I apologize. I am going through some severe allergies right now. My throat is just killing me. Voice is all scratchy. But it's not going to stop me from doing this. I think I did one a while back where I actually had no voice. But I made it happen. It worked out. Alright, down here at 5th Avenue, we are... 5th Avenue or East 31st Street? East 42nd Street. We got a Covert SRS marksman rifle with 153 headshot damage with the talents of deadly, vicious, and determined. Got a sturdy holster with 1200s across the board. Got low 885 armor, and the major attribute is 8111 health. And we got a low 236 stamina model with 4% signature ability resource gain. An angle grip with 12.5 stability, 2% accuracy, and 4% critical hit damage. How's that East 42nd Street? That's supposed to be East 31st Street. Whatever.
I detected a manhunt in your vicinity.
Really? Alright, we got a Navy MP5 SN with 19.5 critical hit chance with the talents of Destructed, Sustained, and Adept. We got a Rejuvenated Mask with 958 armor. It's got 1122 stamina roll. Major attribute is 8933 skill power with the minor being 14% burn resist. Here we got a 2% pulse critical hit damage mod and a quick release magazine with 27% reload speed, 2.5 critical hit chance, and 4% critical hit damage. So tempted to put my Banshee on right now. Alright, let's go to West 31st Street. And if you don't know, there is a showstopper glitch that people are using. If you go in the dark zone and somebody comes up to you riding a striker and a showstopper and you literally go down after 2 shots, don't feel bad. You're just getting... There's a crazy rapid fire type thing. I don't know exactly what it is, but it fucking sucks. Alright, we got a Paratrooper SVD marksman rifle with a 171 headshot damage with the talents of Meticulous, Brutal, and Discipline. Got a refresh mask with 897 armor, 1238 firearms roll. Major attribute is 3.5 critical hit chance, and the minor is 9% damage to elites. Here we got a 4% smart cover damage, smart cover duration mod, and a compensator with 12% stability, 2% accuracy, and 4% critical hit damage. Let's jump up to West 34th Street. Alright, we got a tactical ACR assault rifle with 22% enemy armor damage, talents of Determined, Responsive, and Dominant. Got a pair of decisive gloves with 939 armor with 1131 firearms roll. Major attributes are 6% critical hit chance, 11% pistol damage, and 11% assault rifle damage. Got a very low 239 firearms mod with 1% critical hit chance, and a SR7 suppressor with maxed out 19% critical hit damage, 2% accuracy, and 2.5 stability. If that had crit damage, crit chance on it, that would be just perfect, but since it doesn't have either of them two, I'm not even going to write that down. Alright, West 39th Street. Alright, we got the custom P416 G3 assault rifle. It's got 18% enemy armor damage with the talents of Sustained, Capable, and Vicious. A pair of Prosperous knee pads, 1642 armor with 1188 firearms roll. It's got 11,990 skill power as your major attribute, and the minor attributes are 30% shock, 28% disrupt, and 31% blind death resist. We got a 250 electronics mod with 2.5 exotic damage resilience, and a VX1 scope 12 times with 17.5 headshot damage, 4% critical hit damage, and 2.5 stability. Alright, travel point lock, are you kidding me? Yeah, I really don't play this character that often. West 46. This is my second character is mainly PvE. It's got all my Deadeye, Hunter's Faith, Sentry Call, Alpha Bridge, and I think Lone Star on it. Alright, we got the Tactical MK16 Assault Rifle with 20% enemy armor damage. Talents are Prepared, Fierce, and Capable. Got a pair of Prosperous knee pads, 1513 armor with 1173 electronics roll. Major attribute is 3% all resist, and the minor is 29 disorient, 28 blind deaf, and 33% burn resist. We got a very low 232 stamina mod with 3% signature ability resource gain, and a small RDS scope with 12.5 stability, 5% optimal range, and 4% critical hit damage. Alright, after I hit this last one right here, I'm going to switch over to where I can hit the ones that I just missed and hit Camp Clinton. It won't take just a second. Should have done it from the very beginning, but I'm just going to get some more caches on this character. Alright, we got the military M60 E4 light machine gun with 20% damage to targets out of cover, with the talents of Fierce, Skilled, and Predatory. Got a sturdy holster here with 980 armor. It's got 1100s on the firearms of stamina with the 1239 electronics roll. Major attribute is 7% skill haste. Got a low 236 stamina mod with 1% critical hit chance, and a small laser pointer with 14.5 accuracy, 4.5 reload, and 4% critical hit damage. If I'm not mistaken, is it? Yeah, we got the double rewards. So if you're doing any PvE content right now this weekend, you get the double field proficiency caches. So that's yeah. I guess if you want some Phoenix credits and maybe a chance to get some bonus items, you can go grind them things out. So I'm going to switch over to my main character real quick so I can hit Camp Clinton, get those few DZ checkpoints, and hit the safe rooms real quick. There's a reason why I guess I've never done the vendor reset on any other than my main character, and this is it. So I apologize. Now you'll get to see how much of a life I really have when you see my game time. Not too bad. 8 days, right? Not too bad. Oh shit, 142 days. And I got a full-time job. Oh shit. I love this game. I really do. Can't wait for the Division 2, but I will go ahead and tell y'all right now, when it comes out, I'll be playing it like crazy. I know I will. But I don't know that I'll quit playing this game either. This game, there's just things about this game that it won't be in the new one. And I'm glad, I'm really happy. I'm glad they're balancing a lot of things out. But there's still things about this game that I absolutely love. There's a couple items so far. And the special equipments vendor in the terminal, there's a 265 stamina mod with 2.5 exotic damage resilience. The gear vendor inside the base of operations has a 183 electronics mod with 3% damage to elites. And East 53rd Street DZ vendor has a 266 stamina mod with 3,263 skill power. That's really it so far. I'm going to go check out Camp Clinton, see what we got there. Hit a few other DZ checkpoints, go hit our safe rooms. and yeah, round the evening out. How you doing tonight, Duck? Just noticed you called me Dad.
Readings indicate this area is safe.
It's kind of poop. Yeah, well, I mean, this is the Division, y'all. We're pretty much used shit. I'm just gonna put this on so when I'm in the target zone. If the guys are still there, I'll go jump there. Have a little fun. Alright, Camp Clancy, let's do this thing. Yeah, it's been complete shit. The vendor resets for the past couple months have been just garbage. There was a time where we had a few good ones, but now it's bad. I'm doing great. I mean, I'm awesome. Just staying busy at work. Most of y'all know I live down here in Panama City Beach, Florida. Big party, spring break, blah, 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 that crap. No. God, I wish there was, Kev. Come, man, that'd be nice. Wait. No, I got a 2.6. They had the 2.67 stamina ones a few weeks ago. I bought a shit ton of those. No, not any firearms ones. God, man, I wish they did. That'd be sweet. Alright, so I'm going to do it again real quick before I get this thing started. Did it last week. I'm going to do it this week because that's what I do. I'm not all about me. I like to share the love. Everybody that's on the channel right now, I would greatly appreciate it. If you look down in chat, you can see a man there that says Lumbax Gaming. Lumbax Gaming, click on that man. Go check his channel out. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notifications for him. The man puts out some great videos. He's got a lot of exposed stuff on the Cronus Max. And you know, things having to do with it. No nonsense bullshit, a lot of stuff that people have questions about, he's answered on there. So definitely subscribe to his channel, show him some love, because that's what we do at the Division. We look out for each other. We are a community and a family here. So you'll take a second, do that, and then come back. And if you miss anything good, you know, I'm gonna write it down and tell you anyway, or you can just rewind. Alright, here we are at the Special Equipment Vendor in Camp Clinton. We got the Pecan Light Machine Gun, 21% damage to targets out of cover with the talents of Destructive, Skilled, and Pecan. The Cassidy this week has 335.5 stagger with the talents of Capable, Meticulous, and of course Boomstick. We got the Centurion pistol this week with Expert and Responsive, and the Historian has a very nice 171 headshot damage with Skilled and Balanced. The Liberator has 18% enemy armor damage with the talents of Fierce, Unforgiven, and Deadly. So this is not too bad of a pickup right here. I hate the Liberator, in my opinion, just because it's so unstable. You would think that the exotic version of a gun should be better than the best non-exotic version of the gun. But I guess the developers at Massive have not figured that one out. Alright, we have got the... I bet Dad smells like Pop-Tarts. I smell like Golden Corral because that's where I manage. Alright, got a Police 686 Magnum pistol here with Expert and Responsive. A Burstfire MP5A4 submachine gun with 20.5% critical hit chance with the talents of Accurate, Fierce, and Predatory. We got a lightweight M4 assault rifle with 23% enemy armor damage with the talents of Adept, Unforgiven, and Swift. And a double barrel sawed-off shotgun with Brutal, Competent, and Responsive. Got the classic M1A marksman rifle, 164 headshot damage. Got the talents of Fierce, Capable, and Discipline. And a military M60 E4 light machine gun with 19% damage to targets out of cover, with the talents of Sustained, Adept, and Brutal. We got a rehabilitated mask here, 964 armor, with 1193 firearms roll. It's got major attribute of 9.5 exotic damage resilience and a minor of 15% burn resist. Slim Sea Breezy. Yeah, I'm from Miramar Beach down the road. Yeah, you're not a retired spinner. Okay, Spinnaker. My little brother worked there for a little while, but my mainstay was right next door, brother, at Club La Ville. That was my home away from home for many years. But yeah, Spinnaker. That's definitely. Now I'm 35 years old now, so now people my age have moved from La Villa over to Spinnaker. But sad to say, I quit drinking a couple years ago. I don't do any drugs anymore. The Florida Department of Corrections took a good 6 years of my life, and so it definitely put me on the road to staying the fuck away from that shit. But anyway, yeah, come on back, enjoy it. Beach is beautiful. All right, got a rapid chest piece here with 1709 armor. It's got a 1219 electronics roll. Major attributes 5% health on kill, 10% exotic damage resilience, with the minor being 55% ammo capacity. Got a specialized backpack here with 1206 armor with 1191 stamina roll. It's got a major attribute of 12,900 skill power, and the minor has 52% ammo capacity. Got a pair of accomplished knee pads with 1619 armor. It's got a 1252 firearms roll with 3.5% enemy armor damage being your major attribute, and 33% blind death, 29% disorient, and 29% bleed resistance as your minor attributes. And we got a steadfast holster with 987 armor. It's got pretty low rolls across the board, but you can always optimize it, and the major attribute is 19.5 reload speed. Got a pair of Astitude gloves with 976 armor. It's got a 1254 electronics roll. No, I don't want to buy that. With the minor attribute or major attributes being 11% SMG damage, 15% critical hit damage, and 8% skill haste. Then we've got a 257 stamina mod with 4% signature ability resource gain, and a 5% sticky bomb explosion radius mod. Got a heavy spring magazine with 4% critical hit damage, 11.5 magazine size with a 10% rate of fire. Omega rifle suppressor has 16% headshot damage, 2% accuracy, and 4.5 optimal range. And we got a hand stop with 27.5% reload speed, 4.5 optimal range, and 4% critical hit damage. And lastly, the Russian red dot sight with 14.5 accuracy, 2.5 stability, and 5% optimal range. Alright, let's see if there's any blueprints here that show up on my screen here. Alright, we got a first wave PF45 pistol blueprint. Stamina knee pads blueprint. I got the vertical grip foliage green, that is a power level 34, and a high velocity magazine, which is another power level 34. 229s, we have a black market RPK blueprint, converted SMG9 blueprint, and a firearms mask blueprint, and a pair of stamina nut gloves blueprint. And then if you want a shitty loud vent brake, you can get a power level 33 one. Won't be maxed out at 19% critical hit damage, but I think it'll push 16, I want to say. 16 or 17 is the max on that one. And then the small grip that has the same 16-17% as your max. Alright. Real quick, I'm just going to pop back over here and hit those 2 checkpoints on this side that my other character didn't want no part of. I don't think 46. But I hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend. I really do. Hope you had a happy 4th of July, happy and safe. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We got our ass kicked at work every day this week. So I came home, played some survival, and then took my ass to bed. Only to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and start it all over again. So yeah, I work on holidays now. Mother's Day, Father's Day. It's crazy, man. What's up, King Goat Cheese? A couple items, nothing spectacular, nothing that's gonna make you like haul ass and go get it, but there is a 265 stamina mod with 2.5 exotic damage resilience in the terminal. Special equipment vendor. There's a very low 183 electronics mod with 3% damage to elites inside the base of operations gear vendor. And then the East 53rd Street DZ checkpoint has a 266 stamina mod with 3263 skill power. That's about it. Alright, this is one I missed because I'm a second character. I couldn't fast travel to it. And you know what? No, I already hit this one, but I'll go through it again real quick. Got the classic RPK light machine gun. 21% damage targets out of cover with accurate, commanding, and ferocious. Pair of Savage Gloves, 881 armor, 1172 stamina with 5.5 critical hit chance, 10% marksman rifle damage, and 7% skill haste. Got a 5% pulse duration mod and a high velocity with crit chance, magazine size, and rate of fire. Are there any M700 carbons this week? No, not yet, not yet. There was a M700 tactical, but wasn't any good. But I'm not done yet. I got to hit a couple of these DZ checkpoints, and then I'm going to go to all the safe rooms in the light zone. So not all hope is lost yet, my friend. Yes, if you're new to the channel, I would greatly appreciate you hitting that like button. Hit the subscribe if you want to become part of the family here. We're just a group of friends who love to help people in this game. That's my #1 thing. This is the first game I played in like 18 years. I got away from gaming and came back to the gaming on this game, and I'm not gonna lie, I was horrible. I mean, I was god awful bad. But I've been 18 years away. Last game that I played was Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation 1, and then I go out and buy the Division and a PS4. And so I was really bad, and I used to matchmake to try to you know, get through content back in 1.2, 1.3, and people would kick me from the group. They'd message me and be like, dude, kill yourself, you're garbage, don't ever play this game again. And it didn't piss me off. Games don't piss me off. It just made me more determined to get better at it. And once I did start to get better at it, I made a promise to myself and to everyone else that I would always help people that need help with the game. That's just how I am. I mean, I have people all the time that hit me up and be like, man, I want to do survival on Twitter or whatever, and then I'll take them through that night or the next night. We'll set it up. Got a lot of people over in the United Kingdom that follow, so we have to work the times out. 6 p.m. my time is like midnight to them, so it can be hectic. But just sub. Did you check the weapon skin by the vendor by chance? No, I will go by and check it for you though. But I'll 99.9% chance it's not going to show up because I think I have every weapon skin in the game. So, but I'll go check before I get off the stream, so just hold tight. Alright, we got a SOCOM Scar L assault rifle with 20% enemy armor damage with the talents of Dominant, Prepared, and Fierce. We got a decisive pair of gloves with 972 armor with an 1128 firearms roll. Major attributes 11% pistol damage, 11% shotgun damage, and 7% enemy armor damage. Here we got a 259 stamina mod with the most worthless talent in the game, 2% all resistance. And a muzzle brake with 12.5 stability, 5.5 headshot damage, and 5% optimal range. Alright, where was the next one? Right here. This is the other one I didn't have unlocked on my other character. East 40th Street. I remember when I first started playing the game too, weapon skins actually took up inventory slots. And it was crazy because I remember when I first got the solid blue one, I wanted the electric green forever. I ended up finally getting it from Warren Gate. But I remember when I got the solid blue one, I was so happy. And back then you actually had to buy multiple ones for every, if you put it on a weapon, you use that weapon skin. If you wanted to go electric or a blue one on your other one, you had to go buy another blue weapon skin. So it's crazy. I'd have like 7 blue weapon skins and stuff. It was ridiculous. Same. I wish they would consider the players. Yeah, I mean, you know, like I got everything in the game, but that's why I think doing this, my channel, has made me love the game even more, because even though I've grinded, I've got everything in the game, I still play it daily. I love the survival, but now I enjoy helping the people that maybe just got to the game or who couldn't get all that stuff. You know, there's plenty of people who are solo players that haven't done legendaries. They've tried to matchmake, and it just doesn't. And matchmaking, I did it not too long ago, because every legendary that's come out, me and my guys, we run through it. We have never wiped on them, and we're like, dude, these are just ridiculously easy. So we did matchmaking one day, and we got our asses handed to us. It was like, holy shit. What we did is just 2 of us would matchmake and get 2 random people to join us and try to go through it. First, I did a matchmake and joined a random squad, and it was just complete utter chaos. So I was like, all right, well, let me get one of my guys on me, and at least we'll probably do better. And it took us about 5 different times to finally get 2 people that would actually put headsets on and then, you know, kind of listen to some feedback from us. But yeah, man. If there's anything you haven't done in the game, you let us know and we'll do it. I'm rambling. Alright, here we are. We've got a tactical SASG-12 shotgun. It's got 297 stagger on it with the talents of Commanding, Dominant, and Destructive. Here we got a robust chest piece with 1779 armor with 1117 firearms roll. Major attribute is 4% health on kill, 4% all resist, and a minor is 51% ammo capacity. We have got a 256 electronics mod with 3027 health and a muzzle brake with 13% stability, 6% headshot damage, and 2% accuracy. Like it's a holding experience to help new players. They get mind blown. Oh yeah, for sure, my man. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate. Alright, let's see which one. East 40. East, it was West 46. It was locked. Then I hit the checkpoints. Yeah, I love going through it with new players. Another thing I like to do, when I'm in when I'm in survival, man, like if I see a player down, especially in the dark zone, I go revive them. That's just me. It happened last week. I revived a guy, and we extracted. I crafted a bunch of high-end gear. We extracted. As soon as we did, he sent me this long message like, man, that was the first time I've ever done that. I've been playing it since Survival come out. I just could never figure it out. I appreciate you so much or whatever. And it was just amazing, man. And like the feedback I got off that was crazy on Twitter. And then a few days ago, the same thing happened again. I revived another guy and helped him extract, and then he sent me a message, and he actually has done it before, but he was trying to get the For the Hoarder trophy or whatever, and that was like the last one he needed to do to get it, and he was afraid he was going to have to start the whole thing over and go through it again. And so it was just really cool to help people, man. I'll go out of my way. If I'm going to extract and I see a player go down somewhere else on the map, I will literally backtrack to go revive him, and I'll try to send him an invite or whatever. I'll drop some of my survival caches and then keep grinding. Yeah, I just love doing that. All right, again, I'm rambling. Did I already hit this one? The tactical stamina mod, RDS scope. I think I already hit this one. Tactical MK16 with 20% enemy armor damage with talents of prepared, fierce, and capable. Prosperous knee pads, 1513 armor with the 1173 electronics mod with 3% all resist as the major, 29 disorient, 28 blind deaf, and 33% burn resistance are your minors. Got a 232 stamina with 3% signature ability resource gain and a small RDS scope, 12.5 stability, 5% optimal range, 4% critical hit damage. So yeah. Alright, let's go check these safe houses out. See if we get anything worth a damn. And then after that, I don't know, man. What's on the game plan for tonight? What are y'all doing tonight? Been doing some DZ again lately. It's been fun. Unfortunately, just about every group is freaking striker showstoppers, so that kind of sucks. Alright, Autumn's Hope. We have got a pair of decisive gloves with 904 armor with 1173 electronics roll. Major attribute is 11% shotgun damage, 10% pistol damage, and 4% health on kill. We've got a 205 firearms mod with 4% burn resist and a 238 stamina mob with 1% critical hit chance. Just hoping for something good. Let's go check out Woe's Den. If you are on PS4, add me. My PSN is TSwandol. There's no agent in front of it, just TSWANDOL. Add me on it. I do play on the offline mode quite a bit. But if you want to run, all you gotta do is just send me a message, and I respond to every message that I get. So, and I respond like the second I get on, so it's not like it's gonna be a while for you to hear from me. All right, Wolves Den Weapons Defender. We got a PP-19 submachine gun with what is that? I can't even see that hardly. 20.5 critical hit chance with the talents of Swift, Fierce, and Hurried. And then we got an extended magazine with 113.5 magazine size, 4.5 reload speed, and 5.4 rate of fire. Jump down to Dante's Run. Okay, my channel, as you can see, it's Agent TSwandol. The my PSN is just TSwandol, TSWANDOL. Here you go, right there. Session owner TSwandol, TSWANDOL. That is my PSN. I'll leave it for one more second. Boom. Alright, Gear Vendor this week has a Enduring Mask with 862 armor, 1121 stamina roll. Major attribute is 3.5 critical hit chance, and the minor is 16% blind deaf resist. We have got a Superior 206 firearms mod with 10% ammo capacity and a 6% first aid ally heal if you are a healer and you're looking to heal people. Let me write this one down because I know people like that one. Dante's. 6%. Ally heal. Alright. Jump on over to Kermit Station. If you are in survival and you are on this side of the map, go in here is a very good spot to gear up real quick. In fact, the left side, whether I'm on the left side or right side, I know a bunch of really good spots. What up, Eon? Man, I'm a dog. No good Savage Gloves yet. There was one pair so far, but they were stamina roll with marksman rifle damage, so piss on them. But yeah, the big pavilion right here. If you come down in this big pavilion right down here, There's like weapons, or there's a gear set vendor over in this corner, and then if you run back here like you're going to the safe room, there is a weapon case right here. Then there's medicine and a bunch of clothes down here, so hit this one and then work your way towards the base of operations if you're in survival. Alright, let's see what we got going on this week here. We've got an infantry MG5, a light machine gun with 19% damage targets out of cover, with the talents of self-preserved, fierce, and commanding. And we've got a compensator with 13% stability, 6% headshot damage, and 2% accuracy. Alright, I'm going to jump over to the cavern. Another thing in survival, before I get into the dark zone, I always stop by one of the safe houses literally right outside of the dark zone, because that's when you can get the purple crafting items. And if I don't already have a purple holster, I craft one of those because you get all 3 attributes. And then I always craft a Elvoa C blue, or yeah, the purple Elvoa C. Now, once I get in the dark zone, I will get me like a tactical ACR or a G36 high end, unless every now and then I get lucky and I get a purple Elvoa that has destructive and like fierce or something on it, or ferocious. And when that happens, I keep that thing the whole time. What happened to the camera screen? Oh, that was the one. That was the little face reveal for the E3. I'm just going to be set back up again very soon. I'm just waiting to get my little screen behind me and all that good stuff. So yeah. Right now, if I put it on, all you're going to see behind me is a bunch of Liverpool jerseys hanging on the wall and stuff like that, because I'm a freaking Liverpool fanatic. Don't worry, it's coming back, y'all. You can see my ugly ass mug again. Alright, here we are at the cavern. We got a pair of accomplished knee pads with 1548 armor with 1158 electronics roll. Major attribute is 6.5 exotic damage resilience, and the minor is 28% disorient, 28% blind deaf, and 27% disrupt resist. And then here we are. Oh shit, son. That's a lot better. Here we got a 184 electronics mod with a maxed out 4% damage to elites. Cavern. So the roll's low, 184 electronics. 4% damage to elites. But it's hard to find them 4% damage to elite mods. I'll probably pick some of those up. I'll see some. Alright, we got a 247 electronics mod with 2897 skill power. Let me see here. I might pick that up. I like that 4%, y'all. Alright, so my reclaimer. Okay, yes, I got 202 electronics, 4% damage to elites. That's my PvE reclaimer. My PvE striker has stamina, 202 with 4% damage. And then I got 206 firearms with 4% damage to elites. Or no, it's at 3%, but then, yeah. Yes, got to get them 4% ones, so I'm not going to worry about picking it up. Alright, let's go down to Camp Hudson and see what we got. Do remember, you can always, like, if you really are looking for damage to elite mods, I know it's a lot more of a pain in the ass, but you can go craft a bunch of freaking purple mods in your base if you got a bunch of crafting materials. That's usually how I get my God Roll Savage gloves, to be honest with you. I go craft firearms gloves until I get a Savage one with, the rolls that I need on it, like firearms, assault rifle damage, critical hit chance. I have one pair. Like right here on my 5-piece Banshee, this Savage has the SMG, and then of course I optimized it, but all I had to do is put crit chance on it. But then if I want to run my assault rifle, I got another one here that has the assault rifle damage on it. So, and I crafted both of those, and it didn't take very long either. Alright. That guy looks like me. I'm a lot better looking though. Alright, here we are at the weapons vendor at Camp Hudson, and we have got a double barrel double barrel shotgun with, looks like 308 stagger on it with meticulous, trained, and commanding. And then we got a pro red dot sight with 19% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance, and 2% accuracy. Yes, so I'm going to write this one down because that's got crit chance and crit damage. That's actually really good. It doesn't have your headshot damage on it, but you know what? That's alright. I am alright with that. So, Hudson Red Dot Pro. 19 crit damage, 3 crit chance, 2 accuracy. It's a really good one right there, y'all. You should definitely pick a couple of those up if you don't have any max out 90% critical hit damage pro red dot sights. Alright, and the gear vendor. We've got a Reckless chest piece with 1971 armor. It's got 1192 electronics roll. Major attribute is 10% exotic damage resilience, 5% health on kill, and the minor is 48% ammo capacity. Then we have a superior 207 stamina mod, 3% bleed resist, and a 6% first aid self heal. If you don't have any of these yet, maybe you're just getting a tier 5, then definitely pick that one up right there. Let's go over to the meat locker, I believe. Yeah. Thank you, Evan. Alright, weapons vendor here at the meat locker. We got a MP7 with 19.5 critical hit chance with the talents of accurate, destructive, and commanding. And then we have a small laser pointer with, what is it got? 15% accuracy, 4.5 optimal range, and 2.5 stability. So we got a Madison stand this week. So anything worth a damn? Right. Tell you what, if you are on survival, I did a video Monday, just little tips and tricks. It was funny. I was like, as long as I don't spawn on the top right side of the map, now I can spawn down on the bottom right, and I'm good. But the top right, I've only spawned there like twice, and it's weird. And just that direct area right outside of the safe rooms, I just haven't really done it a lot. And so I was like, as long as I don't spawn there, I'm good, but I've only spawned there twice, so I should be good. I go on stream, and bam, it spawns me there. Sure enough, dead within 5-10 minutes. But then my second one, it put me over on the left side, and that was one where I just went through and, I just wrecked it. But every item that I crafted, high-end item, once in the dark zone, was all electronics mods. Or not mods, but gear pieces. I was like, holy shit. I had a turret that just shredded, man. I'm going to tell you right now, like, the best builds for survival clearing landmarks is you want to have a little bit of firearms. You want to try to at least do like 6k damage on your assault rifle. Then you want to try to have a turret that does close to 2,000 damage on it. And I don't even run a health, man. I run a pulse to begin with, and then I do seeker and turret. I do not use revive station. I don't use first aid self heal. You don't need it. You really don't. It's just worthless. You want to put damage on them guys. Take them down quick. But yeah, a skill build is extremely powerful in survival. The turret's so powerful they will not shoot you. They will just focus it, and if you're all skill power, then it's going to have so much health on it that you can just pick them off while they're sitting there focusing it. And it melts them like in 2 seconds. Alright, anyway, Reckless chest piece, 1257 electronics roll with a 1768 armor. Major attribute is 14,932 health, 4% health on kill, and the minor is 54% ammo capacity. It's a really good Reckless chest piece. I love Reckless. I'm a Reckless player. And we got a superior 202 electronics mod with 4% disrupt resist and a 3.5 Seeker Mine damage mod, which is pointless because they nerf Seeker Mines into the ground. Alright, let's go check out the last call. I hate when they nerf stuff. Like Predator, people keep saying they nerf Predator, and I've said it before too. They didn't nerf Predator. This is where Predator should have been from the beginning. I was fine with Predator when they first announced how powerful it was going to be. I was like, hey, that's cool, man. I like that. That just means you have to have a healer. But then they said it'll go through a immunity station. I was like, well, they just removed healers from PvP, and they did. Like there was no. I took my Reclaimer and I turned it to a PvE build, and so I'm so glad I can now put it back and it's viable again. Alright, here we are at the, okay, Breezy, I got your friend request, I see it. Here we are at last call. We've got a classic AK-47 assault rifle with 22% enemy armor damage with the talents of skilled, competent, and dominant. And we got a rugged mini reflex sight with 7.5 critical hit chance, 4% critical hit damage, and 2.5 stability. Go check out the ward. Last night when I did survival, I got lucky. I spawned over here on the bottom this side, but it spawned me right kind of to the left of the last call. No, yeah, just a little bit to the left where I just was at, and it was the safe house. Or right when you come out, you're at the police station, and it was like, really? You go in the police station there, and you get so much gear right off the bat. All right, let's see what we got over here. Zebra cakes, I got you. Gotcha. All right, we have got a forceful chest piece with 1883 armor. It's got a 1225 firearms roll. Major attributes are 5% enemy armor damage, 4% all resist, and the minor is 52% ammo capacity. Here we got a superior 205 firearms mod with 4% disorient resist, and a very low and pathetic 228 firearms mod with 2.5 exotic damage resilience. Southpaw, here we come. Give us something good. Give us something good. Let me get to it. There we go. Oh. Also, if you, I love the underground. I haven't been in it in a little while. I've kind of just been doing the survival junkie thing. If you like the underground and you're missing some commendations or anything in there, let me know too. I'm more than happy. I love going down there doing the 3-phase, all directives. It's a freaking blast. Alright, here we go. We got a pair of Prosperous knee pads with 1558 armor. It's got 1135 firearms roll. Major attribute 7% critical hit damage, with the minor being 31 shock, 29 disrupt, 33 disorient resist. And then a superior 195 with 3% shock resistance. And then a 3.5 ballistic shield damage mod. If you do run D3, this is the mod you absolutely must have with it. Do not get ballistic shield health. Don't get ballistic shield damage resilience. You want ballistic shield damage. If you can get 4%, that's the max, but that adds raw damage to your weapon. And if you're running the shield with 9,000 stamina, you're not going to have a lot of firepower. So if you put 4 of these on, you know, if you got the 4% one, that's going to be an extra 16% raw damage. If you get 4 of these, then that's going to give you 14% more damage. So it's damn near like having a pair of skull gloves with your D3 build. Alright, let's go to the grindhouse. I see a lot of people getting back into the ninja bike builds. One of my favorite builds ever, and I actually have a video on it. It's like way down in all my videos. But first time I ever did it was like 3-piece Banshee, 3-piece Predator or something like that with the ninja bike. I went in the last stand and didn't die a single time. Now it spawned me in the middle of a match, and so in the last like 9-10 minutes I had like 13 kills, no deaths, and it was a great build. But I will tell you, this build to me right now is the strongest build outside of Striker. Striker to me is 100% the strongest build in the game. And I don't like running it PvP just because that's what everybody's running, but this right here is really strong. 5-piece Banshee with Savage Gloves. It's really strong. Now, if I'm going against Manhunts, I will switch over to, I'll just put my Banshee gloves on just for that extra damage to the Manhunt guys. But if it's just anybody else other than Manhunts, then I wear the Savage Gloves. Alright, we got a G36C assault rifle with 19% enemy armor damage with the talents of Predatory, Skilled, and Focused. And we got a hand stop foliage green with 28.5 reload speed, 2.5 stability, and 2% accuracy. Alright, let's go check out the firewall. I have reached my 1 hour target time, and I went over by 4 minutes, but that's okay because I had to switch characters, so that's going to give me an extra minute. But yeah, I try to keep the vendor reset from start to finish, like right in, and I like to do it under an hour. Sometimes, you know, it takes time. And this is why I do the vendor reset stream. You know, you get a lot of content creators who do their vendor videos, but what they're giving you is just like 10 items that they feel are the best 10 items a week. Well, let's say you needed a 6% first aid ally heal mod, but because that mod's been available so many times before, nobody shows it, and you don't have the time to spend an hour going to every vendor, you'll never know that mod's there. So the way I look at it, I have everything in the game. For those who don't have everything that are still grinding, I don't want you to waste your time going to every single vendor. Just keep playing the game, throw the stream up, I'll go to every vendor for you, I'll do all the work, I'll help find that piece that you need, and you never have to miss a minute playing this game, and getting that loot you're trying to get. So back to this, we got a steadfast holster with 863 armor. It's got 1200s across the board with a major attribute of 7562 health. And then we've got a superior 186 stamina mod with 4% disorient resist, and a electronics 258 electronics with 2.5 exotic damage resistance. Alright, last but not least, we got the crypt. It's going to be a weapons vendor here. When I do get done with the stream here, I'm going to take a quick little break, grab me something to drink, move around a little bit, get the blood flowing, and then I'm going to jump back on. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. Might run with the guys. My good friend, the Egyptian assassin, is finally back on, and I'm not even kidding. He's in Cairo, and so he stays up late to run with us. If he's on, I'll probably run a little bit with him. I don't know. I might stream again tonight. It all depends. But if not, I am off tomorrow. It's my one day off from work, and I get up early in the morning. I do survival runs. I'm talking like 6:30 in the morning. I'll be running survival, and then I'll just be running all day after that. So, all right. Last but not least, we got another G36C here with 18% enemy armor damage with the talents of commanding, deadly, and focus. And then we have a quick release magazine with 29% reload speed, 3% critical hit chance, and a 4.9 rate of fire. So to wrap things up real quick, we have in the special equipment spinner. You know what? I told somebody I was going to go check the weapon skin over in the base. So let me jump down to the base of operations real quick. Alright, so special equipment spinner inside the base of operations, we got a 265 stamina mod with 2.5 exotic damage resilience. The gear vendor inside the base of operations has a 183 electronics mod with 3% damage to elites. East 53rd Street DZ vendor has a 266 stamina mod with 3,263 skill power. Dante's Run has a 6% ally, first aid ally heal mod. Camp Hudson, the weapons vendor, has a pro red dot sight with 19% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance, and 2% accuracy. So it's almost god rolled, but I would recommend picking it up if you don't have any with 19% crit damage and crit chance on it. And then really the buy of the week, in my opinion, is in the Cavern. It is a 184 electronics mod. It is a little low, but it does have that 4% damage to elites. And if you're running a PvE build, I'm telling you, having a 183 electronics mod compared to a 229 or something like that, or a 206 purple one, you're not going to notice any difference. It's PvE. I would take the extra damage to elites over the extra 15-20 electronic points. So, all right, let's see if there is anything here. I doubt there will be, but hey, I never know. Never know. Okay, well look at that. We got a cap here, a flat red cap. Got a red puffy jacket and a yellow scarf here. So wow, that's rare that I see anything there. Comes with weapon skins. Too many of them. Like, it's just ridiculous how many you can have of these things now. My favorite one is still, without question, let's see, where's he at up here. I prefer not even running weapon skin, or if I do like a white one, or the one that I wanted to get forever that I finally got. This is one I remember when I first got it. This is the only weapon skin I used forever. I grinded Warren Gate power plant on challenging so many times. I'd match make back before when I was like really not that great at the game, and random people that I'd run with, they'd be like, "Ooh, I got a weapon skin." I'm like, "You son of a bitch!" And then one day I just started grinding on my own, and finally after like 50 times, he dropped it for me. And then doing an HVT, I actually got the solid electric green backpack skin also. Yesterday I just got the teal one, but I got the electric green backpack skin also from doing the HVT, so it's pretty cool. So many of these things now, it's crazy. It's absolutely knuckin' futz. So again, if during June 11th to the 18th, if you downloaded the Ubisoft Club app on your phone and you typed into the Sam bot, tell me about E3 online rewards, the bot would have told you about some stupid ass rewards, but then he would have said, for asking me this question during this time frame, you will be rewarded with the E3 patch on the Division 1 and 2. The reward was supposed to be available June 22nd. If you went to the Ubisoft Club at that time, it would show that you can access the reward in game, but when you came here, it was nowhere to be found. Well, they just fixed it about a week ago, and if you did get it, it doesn't always pop up. Sometimes you got to log in and out about 3 or 4 times, but trust me, it will be there. It is a cool little patch. It is a E3 2018 Division 2 patch that you get for this character, and then you get it on the Division 2 once that's released. Plus, you get some Rainbow Six stuff and some Assassin's Creed Odyssey stuff. So, pretty cool. Alright, everybody. Well, I appreciate y'all stopping by. As you can see, I'm a hunter here. I like going in the DZ and wearing my Banshee and going in either killing rogues and then laughing at them, or going rogue and killing people. I don't gank people. If I come up on an extraction, that is one accommodation I'll never get, is the ganking extractions. But I will let people extract, then go rogue on them. But yeah, PSN, TSwandol. Appreciate everyone stopping by. Thanks for putting up with me. My allergies are driving me crazy. My throat hurts like hell. I know I've probably been annoying. I do ramble a lot, but you know, it is what it is. I make it up with in generosity. So, but y'all look out for me. I'll probably jump back on here in a little bit, or I will jump back on. I might stream, I might not. But all the friend requests will be accepted, and any messages sent me will be responded to. So, y'all have a good night. Thanks for stopping by, and I will talk at y'all later. Peace.